What up, what up, what up? You already know who this is. It's your motherfucking man's pots and pans. It's your boy D, and welcome to Diamond in the Rough. Here we are with another joint, man, you know. So we're gonna keep this short, keep it up, keep it straight and simple, keep it tall. Today we're gonna talk about LOVE. A lot of people ask me about this fucking topic all the time. They call me Black Dr. Phil for a reason, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people ask me, the one thing people always ask me about is being single. And a lot of times people talk about why being like so much negative shit about being single. When in honesty, a lot of times people really need to be single. So many times people want to talk about like, when am I gonna find my person and all this, when they don't even know who they are. You can't find your person because you don't even know who you are is as a person. And I just feel like a lot of times people don't understand how important your actions are when you are single can bring you towards the person you want. And like a lot of times people, when you are single, a lot of times people have these weird standards. Like everybody asks this question. Everybody asks this question of, oh, so what's your type? What do you like? Things of that nature. And people always say a bunch of dumb shit. They say, ooh, I want to watch, they'll be like, oh, my standards are 100K a year, has to have a high-end job, has to have a car, this, that, and the third. When you ask these questions, all these questions are materialistic things. None of these things, somebody could have all these shits, but still be a horrible husband. There could be a motherfucker who broke, and it's the person you're gonna want in your life. Like, so many people just don't understand how materialistic they sound and realize that anybody can get that. Like, there's women, like, I'm 22 years old. There's women my age who'd be like, oh, nope, has to have things going for them and things of that nature. What the hell do you have going for you? Let me know that, because it's the same thing. Now, do I think she's wrong for, like, having standards of what she wants? No. Hell no, she ain't wrong. But the thing about your standards, you're supposed to want things, that are qualities. People can get that. If you work hard enough at whatever job you have and you're just fantastic at saving money, one day you can get that nice ass car. One day you can get that nice ass house. But if you're still a shitty person, you're just going to be a shitty person with nice things. Like, it's crazy how many times I've seen people talk about their standards and what they want in a relationship just for it to be not shit. Why? Because the time they were single, they didn't take zero time to work on them. So many people decide that, like, when they break up with somebody, they just feel the pain. But they never fix that pain. They just find something else, another human and shit like that, to put on top of that pain. But then when that shit goes wrong, you're dealing with two double-edged swords. And then guess what you get this cut, and guess what happens after that? You find another person to suppress the pain that you have. All the pain that you're avoiding continues to stay there. It just builds and builds and builds. And then when that person breaks your heart, guess what happens? You go into this whole motherfuckers ain't shit, women ain't shit, all this men ain't shit, all this stupid shit, just to figure out that the person who ain't shit is you. Like, I hate people who say shit like, oh, I want somebody to bring me peace. A motherfucker is not gonna bring you peace. You have to already have peace established in yourself. You can't make somebody else happy. You will drive yourself crazy doing it. I did that before. I did everything in my power to make somebody happy. And guess what? We both were unhappy. You can't depend on somebody else for your happiness. Because when you depend on yourself, when someone else for your happiness, what the fuck are you going to do when they're gone? So many people miss out on so many great things because they don't desire great things for themselves. Like, people always ask me, like, why do they keep getting like the shit end of the stick and things of that nature? It's because you haven't set yourself higher for higher values and higher things that you want. Myself included. Bro, let me tell you about what's going on in my life right now, okay? So right now, I'm at a crossroads in my life. I'm at the biggest crossroad I have ever had to be in my life right now. I have to pick between finishing school and getting in like a high-end paying job, not in the field I want to. Not even like a real high-end, it's a real life job, but I have to pick between making money, starting my life, and moving on with my life, or go all the way back to school for one credit. To pay around $6,000 or whatever you want to call it, $6,000 for one credit. It's not a class with 101 or 302. It's not a class in your field. Oh, excuse me. It's senior seminar. I was going to get an online. I was just going to finish online, get my diploma and call it a fucking day. Go up there, graduate, ha ha ha, laugh it off, right? I am on the wait list for senior seminar. If I don't get into this class, I'll have to take the class next spring. So then, not only will I have enough credits to graduate by the end of the fall semester no matter what, I'll have to go all the way back to college to take one class. One. I don't know about everybody else, but I don't come from a family that has a lot of money. No. A lot of times, students who go to school and shit like that, their parents are lucky enough, they're blessed enough to have parents who can just fully pay for their education. I'm not one of those kids. My father is the greatest man on this fucking planet. But guess what? My dad is a real person. My dad has his struggles, health issues, things of that nature. My stepmom, a great person, also has health issues, things of that nature. So I have to also chip in for my school, for my education. And I had no problems with that. Why I had no problems with that? Because those are my dreams. A real person would pay for their dreams. But guess what? When you go to college to network and shit like that. What are you gonna do when your dreams change? You go to college to network, to be what you want to be, to find what you want to be. What do you do if you've already done that? I found what I want to do. It's this. And getting a job can help me pay for my dreams, can help me fund my dreams. So now this is the crossroad I'm talking about. Do I go back to school and waste all the money that I could have invested into myself to moving out of my parents' house and all of this? Or do I just go back for one credit and get that dumbass degree? I'm at a real tough crossroad. But guess what? No matter what decision I make, it's going to be made for what's best for me. Nobody else. A lot of times, and I say all of this just to bring this point up. I know I kind of went left a little bit, but don't worry, I'm going to get back to the point. A lot of the biggest problem with a lot of people, and I see this in relationships, friendships, just people in fucking general, a reason why they're not happy is because they are not their biggest priority. Why in the bluest of hells would you want to be somebody's main priority when you're not your main priority? You know, my brother said something the other day that like set my mind into like a frenzy. And it was facts. I believe it was true. He said there is no such thing as people with big hearts. They're just people that lack boundaries. And that is something that probably will stick with me forever. Why? Because I think he's right. A lot of the times, we get into all these dumb ass things. We give everything. We give the shirt off our backs for all these people who wouldn't do the same for you. I feel like us big-hearted people aren't realistic enough to the point of where we don't realize how the world is very cold and how dark the world is. And we get used. We get used and we get abused. It's okay to have a big heart, but somebody has to earn that big heart. And that's where the boundaries come in. A lot of the times, we don't make people earn our big heart. We need to stop acting like we're just some like, oh, we need to act like we're not a basic cable channel. We are a premium channel. You have to pay to get us. Treat yourself like a high-end person. And high-end people will be attracted to you. High-end people will come to you. You gotta look in the mirror and think you're better looking than fucking Michael B. Jordan or Beyonce or Rihanna or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. You have to look at yourself and think you look better than them in that mirror. You have to have a high confidence about yourself. That's not being cocky. It's being confident in your own skin. Being confident in who you are. Are you still going to have flaws? Yes. But guess what? If you don't work on your flaws, you are the only person to blame. Because the one thing people never tell anybody about is literally this. A relationship is more individual than it is about togetherness. Let me say that one more time. A relationship is more individual than it is about togetherness. I promise you, once you learn that, it'll change your life forever, and it will change your views on relationships. Because, yes, there's things you will share. You will co-parent, you will talk about a lot of things, do a lot of things together, things of that nature. Yes, absolutely, 100%. But you have to protect your happiness. There's your happiness, and there's her happiness. There's, oh my God, like, you're going to have to love them, and they're going to have to love you. Love is a selfish thing. Love is selfish. It's 100% selfish. But the thing is, society teaches us that selfishness is not okay. Selfishness is definitely okay. You have to be selfish. You have to go for the things you want. You have to. But the thing is, they always expect somebody to get to know them, but when in reality they don't know you. You have to get to know yourself over and over and over again. Like, for example, for my college kids, bro, when you come home from school, from college and shit like that, and you have to go hang out with like your high school friends, or like friends you grew up with and shit from high school, you have to get to know them. They have to get to know you. Hence, that's why your circle in high school from like your friends from back home and shit gets smaller, and smaller. Why? Because you have to get to know them all over again. They don't understand you anymore because you are growing. You've seen different things. You've seen different parts of the world. And this shit is crazy, bro. Like, so many people don't understand, bro, how individual life really is. Being single is the most crucial time for your life. And what I've noticed in my lifetime is that a lot of people don't even come to take advantage of their singleness. When you take advantage of your singleness, the relationships will come to you. And anything in life is going to be a dogfight. I am in a dogfight right now. But the one thing is, whether I go back to school, whether I stay home, make some money, and move out of my parents' house and start to build for whatever I choose for my dreams, I'm ready to fight at all times. Life is a dog fight. And only one person is going to win. And when I tell you that life is a dog fight, the only person you're fighting is the one that you see in the reflection. It's you against your fears. It's you against your doubts. Who's going to win? And I'm telling you all of this just so you understand. Being single is not something to look down upon. No matter what society teaches you, being single is something to be proud of. It is something to flourish in. It is something to enjoy. Being the best you can be will bring the best people to you. And that's where we're going to stop, man. It's your boy Davontae forever. Follow me on my socials, link in the description. Also, in the link in the description, you're going to find a song that your boy made. It's on Spotify. It's called All the Money. Yeah, it's just a little something I do on the side. Nothing crazy. I'm not like your normal YouTubers gonna be like, oh, listen to my album, man. We don't got time for that. Nah, just give it out, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my friends keeps fucking bothering me about putting this in my video, so I might as well. So song's gonna be in the description. If you want to listen to it, please do. If you don't, alright, cool. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all listening to me. Keep these messages because you're going to need them. You already know what it is. It's your boy Davontae forever. I'll see y'all soon, and we out.
She's just another one, trying to take all control. Fell in love with the dough. Oh my, oh my.